at us. We look alike today. You look like my child today because I have glasses on.
I really look like Dad.
You're here, Chihuahua.
I just have my candles.
The UPS truck's outside.
I just have my candles.
Comes right at 7 o'clock, apparently.
It said it would be delivered by 7. I mean, hey.
It's here. Eliza's telling us. Hello, everybody. I'm Laurie.
I'm Hannah.
And we're Journey with the Gingers.
The truck is parked across the street. And so he's getting all these houses.
Yeah, so he's walking door to door delivering packages, and our Chihuahua is really excited because they parked in front of our house. So hope y'all doing well. Tell us something good if you have some good news, some upcoming travels. What else? A milestone? Anything?
I'm just translating what she's saying. You best be scared. You better be scared.
Who? Oh, Eliza.
The Chihuahua.
Yeah. So I have glasses on today.
That's the second time you've mentioned it. Do you want everyone to know that you're wearing glasses?
I'm wearing glasses.
Oh, Jesus.
My right contact was given. It hated me today, so I've been struggling. And we had to run errands today. We had a doctor's appointment, just check up, and we had taxes to do, William and I. So by the time we're at the tax office, the contact started acting up. So then I had to deal with it until I got home. But I really like contacts better than glasses for me.
For me, the problem is that like when stuff gets in my eye, I have to get it out like instantly, or I'm going to be like the biggest pain in the butt.
I just didn't have anything to put contact in.
Also, I like spontaneous naps. And when you fall asleep,
I'm taking naps in my contacts.
Yeah, but then you wake up and it looks like you're like underwater, and you're like, "What?"
No, mine don't. I was fully functioning.
No,
just fine.
No. One time I fell asleep when the brief 4 months I tried contacts. It was around Christmas time, and I fell asleep. I was still living here, and I woke up and I was asleep on the couch and the Christmas tree, and I could not see. It was all lights.
So you never can wear sunglasses because you don't have any transition glasses.
Correct. I would have to get prescription sunglasses.
You don't want to do that.
Who's going to pay for it?
You can get them online really cheap. That thing I was just looking at, there's some cheap sunglasses on there.
I also don't know what my prescription is. My candle company said, "Hey, Hannah, check your doorstep. Your candles are there."
Chihuahua's already told you that they're here.
There's just to brag on the candle company. It's a small business. It's a husband and wife owned small business, and their texting service is great.
So we will be here, God willing, next week for a live stream, but we will not have a live stream on March 27th. Right?
Is that your first?
Yeah.
Okay.
So, I'm starting to, the glasses are dirty now. You can tell they're dirty when you look at this light. I was voted in by the school board to be on an advisory council for our school district is so big that we have different areas, and so it's kind of like the mini school board for the area.
The county is bigger than the state of Rhode Island.
Yeah, our county is big, and so
very populated.
We have 5 different areas, and so I'm gonna start serving on advisory council for our area, and they do have meetings once a month on Thursdays, so we will be just letting y'all know when that happens. And March 27th is my first meeting. So anyway, yeah. What?
Ooh, Laurie's wearing glasses.
Laurie's wearing glasses because she's having contact issues. But this is Laurie at home usually. I usually put contacts in for this, and I put contacts in for
going outside,
leaving the house, but yeah.
But on travel days, sometimes she wears glasses.
Yeah, because my eye doctor told me that it's not really healthy to wear contacts on a plane because the air.
Cycle air.
Yeah, so
it dries them out bad.
Yeah, also gets little germies in your eyes because I got pink eye one time after flying. Yes.
What?
I did. A long time ago when I went to Dr. Smith.
Where?
We flew somewhere, and then when I got home, I started having problems with my eyes, and I went to Dr. Smith, and he said, I told him I've been on a plane. He said, yes, don't wear contacts on a plane. Sometimes I forget and wear them though.
When I was a child, I only had pink eye like 2 or 3 times. And one time I remember, did you give it to me? Like, we were supposed to go to Six Flags the next day. And then I got pink eye and we were like, oh crap, you can't go.
Yeah. I don't know.
Yeah.
You probably got to school. It's easy to catch.
Yeah.
So anyway, we got to check in for our cruise. That's always a good feeling when you check in. You're like, that means it's getting close. And so we checked in for our cruise, and I sent a packing list to you and Elizabeth.
Thank you.
And if you want me to print it out, by the way.
Yeah, it's already been printed out.
Oh, I gave it to your dad. Brought it to you?
Yes, it's in the living room.
So I printed her out a list and remember doing it, but yeah. But yes.
I received a sheet of paper.
And also, for those of you that want a packing list, or if you need a packing list, we do have a cruise and a Disney and a getaway weekend. We got two or three different packing lists on our website. We actually do have a website. The link should be in the description of this video if you are ever looking for a packing list. I try to keep them updated. So
as of right now, they do not cost a thing.
What?
Your packing list.
They're never going to cost a thing.
I'm just saying.
They are free to anyone who wants one. But am I a little bit organized, Hannah? Keeps me sane. Anyway.
It makes everyone else a little insane sometimes.
But at least you get a packing list for your cruises.
Woot.
And then she'll forget. Then she'll be like, can you send it to me again? Because she'll forget where she put it.
Yeah, Elizabeth.
So when will you start packing?
Like 3 days out.
3 days out?
Ma'am.
Do you want me to come to your house and help you pack?
No.
Why? I'll help you. 3 days out? No. I even put on my calendar. I'm starting packing 2 weeks before. The Saturday before. 2 weeks before.
My goodness.
I like to pack. It just gets me excited. I'm ready to go. But William and I will also be on the seashore in a yacht club cabin in September. And that's all we have planned. Because we have a wedding. How's wedding planning going?
How is it going?
Did y'all hear that? Do y'all know who's planning this wedding?
I'm
the most inexpensive wedding planner you could ever afford.
Thankfully, you are retired.
And organized.
Yes, there's that.
Yeah. Have we done anything for the wedding this week?
I just notified the bridesmaids of what kind of dress.
Yeah, she told them what kind of where to order their dresses. Anything else? You and Jarrell have been talking about rehearsal stuff.
We have.
Yep.
Yeah.
I kind of feel like I'm missing something because I'm kind of caught up. I made like a monthly guide of what I should accomplish each month. But we are in March now, so we probably should revisit the guide. Woo! Give you another task to do. Let's say hello to everybody in the chat. There's Miss Josie. Hello. I saw a little short video that Josie did today. I think she put it on Facebook. Of a Marriott hotel near JFK. And it was really nice. I love hotel tours because if I'm going to go stay somewhere, I always look on YouTube to see if there's a hotel tour of that hotel.
I was talking with Kathy today, someone I work with, and she was saying that she and Steve, they went to Vegas, which Kathy...
He went there to play golf.
He goes everywhere to play golf.
Yeah.
That's his thing. But Kathy was like, I don't know what to do in Vegas. But they stayed at the Bellagio. And she was like, it was nice. She said, but what's annoying is that every time that we wanted to go through our room, we had to go through a mile of casinos.
Yeah.
And then I told her, I said, stay at the Marriott Grand Chateau next time. She goes, I was like, there's no casino, and you get a full kitchen and everything. And I thought,
washer and dryer, everything.
Yeah, I thought I should probably send you a video. But I was like, I don't see you going to Las Vegas anytime soon. That doesn't seem like your cup of tea.
Yeah, the only thing is it's a block off the strip.
She said that would be nice.
Yeah, I liked it.
Yeah.
I felt like it wasn't hard. It was near everything. That's the Marriott Grand Chateau in Las Vegas. We've stayed there twice.
We've been to Vegas twice.
Yeah, we stayed at the same hotel twice, and it's a condo pretty much, and they don't try to upsell you. I don't remember anybody trying to upsell us like timeshares or anything.
Nope.
And there's no casino there, but you're right beside Planet Hollywood and what's the shops called?
I don't know.
Something Mile Shops.
I don't know, but it's near Nacho Mama's.
Yeah, it's right there at Planet Hollywood stuff. Walking distance to Cosmopolitan, Aria, all that.
Very well lit.
We walked to New York from there.
It's not like a scary off block.
No.
So
we liked it a lot, and it did have a kitchen. So in the morning we did Instacart, and we just had some stuff delivered when we first arrived, and so we had like our breakfast. So you're not having to pay for
because everything
3
in
meals.
Las Vegas
Expensive
is imported because it is in the middle of a flipping desert.
It's expensive,
so it's expensive.
And it had a washer and dryer, which I like because we didn't have to pack as much clothes.
So I miss Vegas. I don't know why. I
want to go see what's the thing called?
Sphere.
The Sphere.
I cannot tell you why I want to go back to Vegas.
I like Vegas.
Other than Cirque du Soleil.
I like Vegas. It's just certain areas of Vegas I like. I love resort hopping though.
Yeah, I want to
go see the resorts.
I want to go back to Area 15 to see their other stuff that they have. Like that area was cool.
Okay.
She won't do the Omega Mart with me.
No, I won't.
It's so much fun. Dad would.
Yep.
Dad would. But he will never go back to Vegas.
He didn't like Vegas. William's not a gambler either, so he doesn't feel a reason to go.
He also doesn't like the smell of marijuana.
Oh yeah. We're in an area that's not allowed. So he was in shock at the smell.
Which is like he's been to New York. It's legal there, but granted, you do not smell it as much as you do in Vegas.
I don't remember smelling it hardly at all.
I do.
In the last trip to New York.
Oh no. Who's gonna stand outside?
It was so cold.
In 19-degree weather to smoke a joint. Nobody.
So
we're still not.
We're still saying hello. I'm sorry, we got sidetracked on that one.
Did you say
hello, Marcia? Good to see you. And there's Cheryl and Ed hanging out with John and Nancy in Orlando. Tell John and Nancy we said hello.
Well, they're right there.
Oh, look at there. I love that. Hey, John and Nancy, good to see y'all. And there's Cruise Nuts. Good to see y'all. Thank y'all for being here. 34 days into our 9-day cruise. Where are you going for 9 days? Love that.
There's Will Cooper.
Laurie's wearing her glasses. And Marcia, hey, beautiful Marcia, good to see you. And I was about to say, they're about to go on the World of America. Marcia and Kurt, I wanted y'all to know that I've been following a Taste Try Travel, and I noticed that y'all like things on their page and everything. And I think they're gonna be on that with y'all. But they have a great channel, just like y'all have a great channel. But I'm excited for y'all. We will be on the seashore a few days before that leaves. Yep. 2 more days until the Sun Princess with Dawn Terrace. So that's why you're in Florida. Oh, see. Hello from Down Under, the Down Under Cruisers. Good day, ladies. Finally had a chance to be here during your live. Thank you for being here. We appreciate it.
Hello from the future.
From the future.
Yeah, we're good.
Okay. So I was telling Hannah, I was reading an article today. Does anybody get like the weekly, I think it's a weekly, it might be a monthly newsletter from Gary Benbridge called Tips for Travelers? I signed up for it a long time ago, and I actually like reading it. It actually has a lot of good articles, and he has great videos too about cruising. He did because William, that's going to be in the yacht club, William and I, he did a video where he compared all the, I guess, luxury areas on cruise ships, like the Haven and all that. And he was just talking about the pluses and everything. And he rated the yacht club one of the highest things, which is funny because that's one of the most affordable ship within a ship complex. Not complexes, but ship within a ship, whatever. Ideas.
Areas.
Yeah, something. All right. So I just want to, anyway, going back to Gary Benbridge. Last week, I think we were talking about MSC, how they contract their entertainment out. So there's a company that actually does the choreography, hires the singers and actors for their stage shows, and also writes the shows and everything. So the ship MSC does not hire their people that perform in their theaters. And then all of a sudden, I got this article from Gary talking about things that are run by operators, like other outside companies. And I didn't realize this. I mean, I know some things, but he said that some Carnival and Norwegian, and Royal Caribbean, they hire their own medical team for their little med center on their ships, but Virgin and Crystal and Disney and Windstar and Asmara, that they actually go through a company, and that company supplies all the supplies, medical supplies, equipment, and the doctors and nurses for that, which I didn't know that. Another thing that's contracted out for most cruise ships, really pretty much all of them, is the spa. I didn't realize, I thought that like Carnival hired their spa people and stuff, but that's actually through a company called One Spa World, and that almost all the cruise ships use that company, which makes sense. It's better for them than have to get all the products and all that stuff. This company handles all of that and the people, and also the shops, like Effie and all that. Those are, of course, outside companies, but all the cruise ships except for MSC outsources all their other companies to handle their shops on board. Except for MSC. So, like Carnival, when you see all the shops, that's actually controlled by a company, and they also hire the people. The company does, and sends them to the cruise ship. Which I just thought it was one big family. Which I know they are part of one big family because they all live on the ship together and work on the ship together. But I thought that Carnival hired all those people, but they don't. And then the other one, which I found really surprising, is that many lines do not hire their own photographers or run their own photoshops. That's all company.
I can see the photoshops, but like the photographers that like take pictures like at the ports and stuff. I always thought that was like Carnival team or something.
Yeah, but apparently they don't, which was surprising. And of course, we already knew that the art auctions were run. Most of them are run by Park West, but they also are run by a company. Some ships have a company called Clarendon Fine Art, which is Cunard and all that ships. But we already knew that those were probably hired by Park West. So that's something that we've never. I don't think I've ever been to an art auction. Have you?
I don't have money for that.
I mean, I like walking by and looking at it.
I mean, I don't know. There's been so changing subjects. Like we have like Art on Broad, which is like a store that curates from local artists and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And I think it's so fascinating that we have all these like talented individuals like in our area and stuff. And we'll talk about a place that's in America that's known for its art later in our conversation, but I do want to eventually like buy an original piece by somebody.
Yeah.
And yeah, I've been looking.
So, anyway, I just thought it was interesting. I just always thought that, I knew Park West was different, but I always thought all the other stuff was just hired in-house and they handled it all, but I didn't realize there were so many contractors and companies that were supplying those services. Pretty interesting. All right. So Hannah,
hold on. Marcia said that she would love to meet the people, MSC people, the YouTube people, MSC.
Yeah.
Taste.
Yeah, I would too. And y'all probably will meet them. I'm not sure. They've been doing a lot of things on Yacht Club, but I'm not sure if they're staying in the Yacht Club for World America or not. World America, it's kind of high prices right now, and some because they're brand new. But I've been looking.
Is that another jet?
Yeah, we're having a weird thing going on today where we have a lot of military planes flying over our neighborhood. I don't know. The world's crazy, so it kind of makes me nervous. And William's like, because William's, he's retired military, and he's like, they're just doing exercises. Like, I
But
know.
we don't have like a base near us.
We don't. But they've been doing it all day long. I mean, I woke up to this.
Like, we don't have like an airport base. Like, we have a base near us, but we don't have like a
Yeah.
like
I guess Columbia have an air base.
I don't know.
Yeah. Anyway, when William was in the Marine Corps, he actually was stationed at an air base.
Which one? Oh, isn't that where you met?
Yeah.
Oh, cute. That's where they're going on their 9-day cruise.
Western Caribbean. He's going. I loved Progresso. I might be an oddball, but I love Progresso. That's the one that William and I did we went to like a plant, like an area that where they made rum, and we went to rum tasting. But we also went.
Is that the one where you saw like the kids and they were all like at summertime wearing sweaters?
Yeah, but the tour also included going to the city of Merida, and it was, of course, to me hot, like 90 degrees hot, and there were kids there touring this government place, and we went to this government building, and there were kids in there touring it with like a class, and they were wearing hoodies and pull-up, and I looked at our guide and I was like, they're all dressed like it's cold. He said, this is cold for us. I'm like, Lord.
It's like 92
and hear me just going, oh, it's hot. But I loved Progresso.
I can understand that. I have no understanding of art. To me, a photo has more meaning. It depends on like the
photos are art too.
I know.
Yeah.
But like it's like when you see, for me, when you see like brush strokes and you just see like little things like that, you're like, wow, someone put a lot of work into this.
Mm-hmm.
You know, that's just my thought.
Yeah. When we went to New York last time in January, Yeah, January. We went to MoMA,
Modern Museum of Art. Modern Museum of Art.
Okay, yeah. Anyway,
it's not the Metropolitan.
I know.
That's the Met.
Because we were talking about the Met earlier. But you realize everybody's interpretation of art is different, because we would look at some things going,
it literally looks like children's scribbles.
Like children drew on the walls.
But the thing is worth like $8 million. Yeah. You're just like, what?
Yeah. I mean, everybody has an interpretation of what's beautiful art.
Danny.
Hey, Danny. Good to see you.
Progresso has the 4-mile pier.
Yes, it does. We took it. Yes.
What was the place in Mexico? I've never been to Progresso. That has, it's not a 4-mile pier, but it has a long pier.
Cozumel.
Okay.
Depends on where you dock in Cozumel, but there is a lot.
I just remember when you and I went on the little tiny boat.
Uh-huh.
And us being like, we were at the end, and we were like, we have to take the bike.
The little bike guy, we tipped him. That was God. You were little.
It was Norwegian Cruise Line.
Yeah, it's like our second cruise we ever took.
And when I tell you, like, this ship was so small, I call it a boat.
It was the Norwegian Sea.
I don't know, but it was so small that the kids club did not exist. Like, the kids club, we met at, like, there was a large landing in between some stairs.
Yeah.
In a hallway, and that was the kids club. Like, there was no, like, room.
And people had to walk around, y'all.
We had to walk around us, and then we would go to the buffet, and we would play like board games in the buffet. Like, we had no place.
Yeah,
it was so interesting.
I remember that. I can't remember which. But that was.
I remember the crew members who were part of the kids club being so good, no matter the circumstances. Like, I would have so much fun, to the point that it was a mother-daughter cruise that she was like, Hannah, we have to go, and I'm like, I don't want to. She goes like, I'm by myself. We have to go.
I made her show up for dinner. Yeah. You have to leave for dinner.
I'm not eating by myself.
And they would take them to eat together too.
Yeah.
Remember that?
That's where who taught me blackjack with sugar packets.
Yeah. I walked in to get her they were in the buffet, like she said, and they were playing blackjack and using the different packets, the pink, sweet, low,
and they were worth different amounts.
I was like, they're teaching my child to gamble.
That's how I learned blackjack.
How old you were? Like 7?
Whenever Dad was deployed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They were teaching them early.
Yep. They said it's 260 days
until the rock and roll cruise on the Norwegian Encore. What a great ship. That's like one of my favorites. I love the Encore.
Too much tequila.
I took the bike or the rickshaw one time because I could barely walk. That's funny. I could see that. Boy, Mimi, if Mimi was with me in Cozumel, she'd be like, "Listen, we're waiting on a bike."
Did we go?
Did we
go to Cozumel on the big cruise with for their anniversary? When we went to Belize.
I remember we went to Belize, and I remember we went to Roatan.
I remember being somewhere.
Yes.
And there was iguanas, and we were sitting near the pier
because we went to the big store.
Yes, but then there's a little restaurant area that had outside seating, and we just saw the iguanas come up, and we were like, "Oh no!"
I love the iguanas. I'm not scared of them.
Iguanas do not give a crap.
Have you ever walked through? This is so random. Have you ever walked? If you've been in Cozumel or any other country, but Cozumel, I really noticed this when you walk through that big store at the end of the pier. It's just meandering walk through a store.
All the warnings
on the cigarettes.
Yeah,
if you want something entertaining, read the cigarette. I mean, they're written in big.
It's not entertaining. It's disgusting.
I mean,
it terrifies
if anybody touches that box of cigarettes, I'm like, did you read it? I mean, I'm not saying anything bad about people that smoke, but
there's images.
The warnings on those cigarette boxes are graphic. It's weird.
It's we sell cigarettes, but here's what your lungs are going to look like.
If you just want some weird entertainment when you go to Cozumel, read the warnings on the cigarette boxes.
They really want you to question whether you should buy those cigarettes. It is weird. Very weird. Danny says she's got to count down 44 days until his sister-in-law's bridal shower and 77 days till their wedding.
How many days you got to your wedding?
240 something.
I know. I've been seeing Danny talk about the wedding. I'm excited for y'all.
The only reason I know that is because Gracie changes my calendar every day.
So 247.
It's 240 something. Something.
I should be counting down myself. When do I freak out?
Please don't. Please don't freak out.
I've been oddly calm for me.
Please don't freak out. Oh, no. This was during the vloggers cruise when they had to get the bike because they had too much tequila.
And somebody filmed you, of course. That's what I thought about vloggers cruises and the Helen meetup they did last weekend. If you're gonna do it, it's gonna be on a film somewhere.
In 8 different angles.
Yeah, it's gonna be on YouTube. I enjoyed. You can just exit that. It's a soft rope topic from front. I pretty much knew everything that was probably didn't know everything, but a lot that was going on that in Helen. I was having FOMO. I was missing out on Helen last weekend. But
what was I going to say? I'm going to say something.
I think everybody had a beautiful time. A lot of had nice weather.
This Cozumel was the place where I got my braids, and I left them in for too long, and I realized
your hair started falling out.
I realized my roots were not meant for those type of braids for 2 weeks, and I was bald in some areas. Yeah. You wanted to. We gone during spring break. I wanted to fit in with my friends.
You wanted to go to school and show it to them before you had it taken out, but it was too late. Then your hair started falling out.
Yeah. When you were taking it out, you're like, All right. Did you?
Danny says congratulations on everyone that's getting married.
All right, you ready for this?
Yeah.
Just so you know, I copied and pasted from last week. What are we reading? Because we're still on the same books. Still on those.
Yeah, for those of you that haven't seen us do this, we like to read, and so we always just share quickly what we're reading. And Hannah's, you're still doing 2 books.
Oh, we forgot to tell them what we did on Saturday. What we did on Saturday.
Oh yeah, that was fun.
Yeah.
I mean, do you want me to?
Yeah, you can go.
So it started off because our local TV station does a benefit where they collect prom dresses
or pageant
dresses, and they do a whole Saturday where they give them away to girls that just
and women
that don't want to buy a formal dress. I mean, it's not like you couldn't afford it, but some people just don't want. That's a lot of money to waste for one night. Yeah. I mean, believe me, I did it for
But she's trying to make room for things in her house for the wedding. And so there was a closet full of evening gowns, and she just looked at me. I think it was a couple weeks ago after a live stream, and she was like, "Tell me what I can donate." And she donated 10 dresses.
Yeah.
And so I asked her to ask the lady when she was donating the dresses if they needed volunteers I didn't know how many volunteers they already had.
Mm-hmm.
And the girl came back, the organizer, she was like, yes.
It was so fun.
It was so much fun.
They were the most sweetest ladies, young girls and ladies that came in. One, sometimes if the mother even needed a formal dress for a wedding or something, so anybody that wanted one could get one because they had tons of dresses,
in all different sizes.
And the amount of dresses that was donated was just wonderful. But it made sense because why just keep those in your closet?
Unless it's your wedding dress and you want to pass it on,
right? But why keep a prom dress in your closet? And there were girls came in there that were trying to do their school pageant and just didn't want to spend the money on a pageant dress
because they're like several $100s.
Oh yeah, dresses can be expensive. Hannah had a pageant dress from years
That was
ago.
the one dress I did not think would go.
It was gorgeous though, and
it's heavy.
Yeah, I'm sorry, my eyes bother me. But this girl, it fit her perfectly to the T. Like she don't have to do anything, and she was gorgeous in it. I mean, it was just a fun thing. We said we have to do it every year now
because she was worried about her because her teachers told her that they wanted her to do the high school pageant.
Yeah,
but she was like, I don't know what I can wear.
Yeah, she got it,
and then she got it, and I was like, hallelujah, please wear that. But
and this was a dress that we had bought from somebody else, and the original owner paid
a lot of money.
$1,200 for this dress. I didn't pay that for that. I paid a lot less. But she looked gorgeous in it when she did it. I love that dress. But I mean, it's very well made. It's a beautiful dress. It's a beautiful dress. But anyway, that girl put that dress on, we almost cried. Yeah, we were like,
I was like, please wear that in a pageant.
Please wear it.
Please take it.
Yeah, it was just a neat little experience.
It was just going to hang in a closet for many years if no one else was going to wear it.
And the girls just were having so much fun because some girls didn't want to leave. They just want to keep on trying on dresses, which was fine. I mean, it was so anyway. But there was this one dress, we called it the fairy dress. Remember the fairy dress?
The fairy dress.
It was beautiful. It just looked. Whoever was going to wear it, they had to be petite, and we said they're going to look like a fairy. And this girl came in,
and she saw it, and she was like, that she just grabbed it. She was like, I'm going to go try this on.
And we were like, we followed her, like, we want to see the fairy dress, and it was perfect for her. She ended up getting that too. So anyway, it's called the Giving Gown.
It's all over the country.
Yeah, it's called the Giving Gown. So and I'm sure everybody, there's a Cinderella Project. There's different organizations that do this. And so if you ever know somebody that has a ton of dresses they're no longer wearing like that, like prom dresses.
Or even bridesmaids dresses.
Oh, yeah. Hannah donated some bridesmaid dresses that she wore as a bridesmaid. But, I mean, it's just a neat organization. And why go spend $400 and $500 on a dress that you're going to wear one night? I can understand a wedding dress, but anyway.
All right, back to the reading.
Off the subject.
Still here. She's still there. She's almost done with None of This Is True.
None of This Is True. I probably can finish tomorrow morning.
Good. And
then the other one I said yes last time. It's hard to read, but The Invisible Life of Addie LaRue. Yes, I'm doing 2 books. She's doing 2 books.
Technically, I have started 4 books.
I'm reading None of This Is True, and I'm doing the audiobook for The Invisible Life of Addie LaRue. I usually don't fully go in with the audiobook. I use it like a hybrid. Like if I'm driving, I'm listening, and then I go back to the book when I can read it. But that one, if you do audiobooks, it's fantastic.
Are you using my library account for that?
I'm using Hoopla.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Get a library card. They have different systems
free audiobooks.
Free audiobooks.
But if you like something with a little bit of fantasy but not a lot, The Invisible Life of Addie LaRue. And I will talk about that book for years. So good.
All right. So the New York Times, they released an article a little while back about their 2025 travel destinations. And it's a mix when I was reading their article between like special things happening in these areas in 2025 or just like underrated places that they think more people should travel to in 2025. So I just put 26 in here. We're just going to go through them, and you can just tell me if you've ever been to these places, if you ever want to go to these places, a place that you think should be on this list. It's just a really cool list. They named places that you've heard before and that you've never heard of. So
Before you get started, Danny was saying that even her bridesmaid's dress she got for $45. Yeah. This day and age, I just don't think there's so many options to get something affordable.
I do understand girls wanting to feel special and a dress that that they can choose. But
yeah. That's great. $45.
All right. The first one is Jane Austen's England. The reason why, I thought it was weird. I was like, why specifically Jane Austen's England? Well, apparently there's a lot of celebrations going on because it's like her 250th birthday this year.
Go Jane, happy birthday.
So they're having like different tours and like different exhibitions for specifically like Jane Austen. And so these are just different areas that inspired like her works and things like that. Hello, Eric B.
Eric B.
How are you, darling? Are you back in...
he was at Georgia Aquarium this morning.
Okay.
I think it was this morning.
I was going to say, are you back in Louisiana?
I find out so much. I see what y'all doing on Facebook.
I've never read any of Jane Austen's work, so I can't relate to this one.
I've seen movies based on Jane Austen's work.
But it is very Pinterest worthy. So
pretty.
Now this place, Galapagos Islands, would love to go there. Do you see that tortoise? That thing is so cute. But I just want to see all the animals. I would never want to leave because there's like tons of seals out there. But specifically the ones I want to see are the saltwater iguanas. They sneeze all the time because they have water in their nose. And I think they're just so cute when they swim and stuff.
And they sneeze.
But hello,
Najuma. Eric says that was last week. He just posted it today.
Are you back home now?
Oh, so you went. That's right. You probably flew into Atlanta. Is that what you did? And went to the Georgia Aquarium and then went over to Helen?
Yeah.
I'm just guessing that's what your itinerary was.
But a lot of people, they go on these like cruises, like these like charter cruises, and you have to like wash your shoes like off like before you go on the island because it's so
bacteria.
Well, you just don't want to expose it because it's such a fragile like ecosystem because it's, you don't want to introduce anything outside. Now the next one's interesting. New York City museums. Apparently a lot of things.
New York Times said that you should go there.
This is interesting.
Because they're in New York.
One of these pictures is from the Frick Museum. I love it. Frick. But it's in a Gilded Age mansion, and they have like a new exhibit, or like they've just finished renovations. And the other one is the Met. There's new exhibitions coming out for the Met. And so they're just saying, see what's new for 2025.
New York City, I'm not sure the one at the bottom is probably smaller because it's in a mansion. But some of those museums could kill you. They're so big.
Let me tell you, and I'll say this again. I wore comfortable shoes in the MoMA. And my feet hurt so bad. But when we walked out onto the hard sidewalk outside, our feet were fine.
Something about that floor at MoMA. I don't know. But we were both looking at each other going, "Are your feet hurting?"
And so we did a power.
I had tennis shoes on.
Did
I have tennis shoes?
Yes, you did.
I had my squeaky shoes on.
I don't think you had your squeaky shoes, but like we did a power, like the first 2 floors, we were like, oh, let's take our time, look at all the things. And then we were like, power walk until you see Van Gogh.
Gotta go see Van Gogh.
Like, I gotta go.
Starry Night.
But then we saw like Callao and Pollock and Monet and Dali.
Oh, it was beautiful.
Yeah.
It was amazing.
But we were dying.
But my feet hurt.
And I remember us going to the American Museum of Natural History and us going, we just allotted like a 2-hour slot.
Yeah, no, that's all day too.
No. It's like 8 floors.
Go see the dinosaurs.
See the Easter Island head. All right, this is Assam, India. The reason why this is on here is because one of its like tourist attractions, like a memorial, like a burial ground, it just got put in as a UNESCO World Heritage Site. And then this is like a national park in India. And it's known for like tea. So like tea fields and stuff like that. But it's also known for the endangered one-horned rhinoceros. So that's where you can go see that.
These are places, for those who are just joining us, these are places that the New York Times says you should visit in 2025.
Yeah. Because
if you're a globetrotter.
Yeah, because they got named to like a UNESCO World Heritage Site, something just opened, la-di-da-di-da.
A TV show came on.
Or they think it's underrated and more people need to visit it. and there's a TV show. So because the third season of White Lotus is coming out and it's placed in Thailand, a lot of people are going to Thailand now.
I couldn't get into the show, y'all. That was one I watched the first season. I was like, why are we so excited about season 2 and 3?
Well, I will have to say I've never watched the show, but I've always wanted to go to Thailand. And that's one place that you said you would actually like to go.
I did.
Yeah. Thailand is very affordable, and I've heard that their food is amazing. Specifically, I want to go to Chiang Mai, Thailand, because they have an elephant sanctuary where they rescue elephants from, like elephant riding or like the logging industry, and you get to like bathe them and feed them and stuff. I just want to.
Or Karen Nate.
Yes, I want to snuggle an elephant so bad.
You still watch Karen Nate?
No,
I watched them the other day. I watched them on a train.
My thing is that my YouTube is books right now, books and police body cam footage.
My YouTube is cruises.
Yep.
But I watched something about me checking on Karen Nate. I've also been watching Pair DJ because they're on a world cruise. D&J.
Number 6 is Greenland.
Greenland.
The reason for Greenland is because there's more direct flights from the United States to Greenland.
There's cruises too.
There's cruises. So Greenland is more accessible now from the United States, but also Greenland is one of the top places to go see the Northern Lights. I cannot go with Jarrell because Jarrell does not like the cold.
I'll go with you.
Okay.
I'll go with you.
I just want to go to the snow and see the lights, and hopefully there'll be dogs. I want to just snuggle dogs.
You got 2 dogs there. You can snuggle. Speaking of, I hear it barking.
Here you go. This one's yours.
You want me to say it?
I can't say it.
I don't know. And butcher it. It's in France.
Is it like in Provence?
Like, I don't know.
In Provence?
I'll say it's in France.
Anyways, this particular area in France is known for Cézanne. And
speaking of art,
and Mom knows more about him, but they have declared, France has declared this year, 2025, as the year of Cézanne. So they're having like celebrations with him. He is from this region in France. That picture in the top is his house, and they're just having like a big old party for this man.
Good.
And so
he deserves it.
Yep. He's an artist, if you don't know. I did not know that until January because he was in the MoMA. All right. Sun Valley, Idaho. This is actually about to take place next week, I think. It's next week.
I think he said it was next week.
Yeah. The World Skiing Championships are in Sun Valley, Idaho, and this is known as a top skiing destination in the United States. Looks beautiful.
Kind of looks like Salt Lake City in that bottom picture.
Yeah. But I would have never thought that Idaho had skiing. I don't know why. I've never just thought.
Potatoes.
Poor Idaho with their potatoes.
Well, they're going to make their world mark on the map now.
But Steve, Kathy, and Josh, and Abby, all people I work with, have scared me with skiing and snowboarding because they always say the only time they've ever broken a bone is on the slopes.
Nope.
Yeah.
Nope.
All right, this is Lumbini, Nepal. That's number 9. A lot of restoration has happened for this place. It's a UNESCO heritage site, but it's also known as the birthplace of Buddha.
Oh.
Yeah, so that is why this is in the top place to travel. If you follow Buddhism, this is a good place. A lot of people pilgrim. They do a pilgrimage here. So, yep.
People do pilgrimage to the birthplace of Jesus.
Yep.
Look at there, down under cruisers.
Sydney, Australia is on this list. Australia isn't normally on anybody's list for travel, but they put it on this list is because apparently y'all are getting like a 4-story fish market, and it's supposed to bring in a lot of like business and tourists.
Fish.
That's what that building is at the bottom, I believe. I think I got the right building, but a 4-story fish market. I mean, people go to like fish markets in Japan and like South Korea, so I can see it. I don't even know. Coimbra in Portugal.
Portugal.
It's just a medieval town, and it's centuries old, very old. But specifically, that thing in the bottom is a cafe that has been around for over 100 years. And they said that you have to go to this cafe, get some coffee, get an egg pastry, and then enjoy the rest of the town. I don't know.
It's pretty.
It is pretty by the water. Angola. I do want to go to Angola. Angola is in Africa, and it is where he said the fish market is huge, especially around New Year's. I've heard people wake up at like 3 a.m. and go get fish on New Year's for like their New Year's.
That'd be awesome.
Like treat.
I love fish.
Yeah.
When I cruise, usually every night I'm eating some kind of seafood or fish.
But Angola is known as the country that has the desert that meets the sea. And so it's just known for its natural beauty. It's considered underrated when it comes to travel. I believe what I read was that Angola is now allowing in 2025 U.S. Citizens to get a travel visa that is now extended for 30 days. So you can have a longer trip in Angola. So that is what I read. Hamburg, Germany. Big thing. I mean, Hamburg is already a place people want to go to.
I'm sure Eric's been there.
Yeah. But that music hall, forgot the name of it. Don't ask me for it. But that music hall was just like newly renovated or something. And so people are wanting to go see this music hall. So yeah, there's that.
We're doing a Great Barrier Reef cruise December 29th, 2026 until January. Come and join us.
See,
the problem
is the flights.
The cost of the flights, which I know y'all have come to America, but the cost of flights, I had a client the other day that I was booking, trying to find her some flights to Australia. Oh my gosh. Of course, she was going a little bit high, and she wanted business class because she wanted something comfortable for that long amount of time. Because I don't know, she's probably a little older than me. I mean, I wouldn't want to be. Anyway, expensive. But yes, I would love to go. I would love to come to Australia.
Nicaragua. The article specifically said, this is a quote, the less traveled sister to Costa Rica and the largest country in Central America. And it's just saying that people don't go there because it has like jungles, beaches, all this beautiful stuff. But because of things that happened in Nicaragua's past, like people are afraid to travel. And so they're saying that you need to give Nicaragua a chance.
Yeah, I think it's just going to have to be some kind of advertising of what's going on and how safe it is now. If it is safe, I would hope it was safe.
Yeah, but there's a lot of like recent resorts that have opened up.
Yeah.
So that's why people are like, oh, let's go now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can see that.
The Dolomite Mountains in Italy, stunning. Beautiful. Love it. Go for the vibes.
And but you said the reason why it's become the place to go for 2025 is because you said it has some kind of hiking trail that's been cleared.
Yeah. So it says that
Laurie won't be doing it, but
has inspired a new 105-mile hiking trail.
No. that is not a vacation.
It says it will go through the remote areas and connecting footpaths and mountain roads in a circuit that takes 7 days to complete.
Yeah, no. I only like tents. You can't imagine.
It's a stunning place. It's great for adventures. Asheville, North Carolina, place
to be in 2025.
Yes. So, as you may know, Asheville was if not the hardest hit, one of the hardest hits by Hurricane Helene, and they are doing an amazing job in revitalizing the area and trying to bring back all of the businesses that unfortunately took damage during the hurricane. And especially the River Arts District, a lot of artists are based in Asheville, North Carolina. It's a huge art community, and they're putting a lot of effort into bringing people back to Asheville. And so even the Biltmore is, if it's not already ready, it's about to be ready.
I think it's ready
for like their village and everything. So it's just a lot of effort that is being put into Asheville to revitalize itself after a horrible natural disaster. But they're encouraging people to come visit because Asheville needs tourism in order to, help with the restoration costs and things like that.
If you ever do, if you're not from the East Coast, but we're close to Asheville, we can be there in
3.5 hours.
Yeah, 3.5 hours. But it is a beautiful place. And the Biltmore is, I mean, it's a tourist attraction, but it's not really.
It's not
made
like
touristy. I mean, they've kept it authentic.
Yeah, it's very much like, oh, you go there and see it in its, what it looked like in its early days, but it's not like, it's very well timed out. It's not overcrowded, if that makes sense.
Yeah, it's a great place, and I haven't been at Christmas, but I've heard it's gorgeous at Christmas.
It's stunning.
I need to take William.
But Asheville is also,
he hasn't been yet.
Is also known for a lot of the small businesses and breweries and artists and things like that. So in order to help these people bring back what once was, we have to go visit. And it kind of
helped the economy.
Yeah, it really encouraged me to be like, okay, I should probably go visit within the year.
Yeah,
it's a great place to be. Okay, I forgot how to say
Magdalena River in Columbia.
The reason why this place is on the list for 2025 is that AMA Waterways has 2 luxury river cruises coming on board this year.
That would be kind of neat to go through Columbia on a river cruise.
And it is coming, in March and June, and it's a 450-mile itinerary on waterways. In Columbia on this river. And so it's a part of Columbia that a lot of people don't really see, but is there.
Yeah.
And so these river cruises are going to allow us to see this.
Similar business as Viking, but they're going to be going through Columbia.
Yep.
So that's definitely a thing to try in the future.
Los Cabos, Mexico. Reason why this is here, a lot of new resorts are coming. A lot of 5-star resorts. I think they said that they just got their first Michelin star in the Los Cabos, Mexico area. And so they're wanting to bring more people there because of all the new resorts and restaurants and all that fun stuff.
That would be a good one. I should look into that one.
Yeah. Doo-doo. This is on my list. I don't know why. Okay. I told Mom, I said, this is giving Studio Ghibli vibes. And she looked at me and she goes,
I have no idea that is.
What? And I was like, it's like Spirited Away. And she was like, what?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
My Neighbor Totoro.
I'm old.
Yeah. Anyways, this train is, I think they said, over 100 years old. And it has been in the restoration process for 15 years, I think they said. And it's had delays, and it's just taken a little while for it to see the light the way it was before. But it's just this beautiful train ride that goes through the mountains in the forest of Taiwan. And you can go to this, it ends up in a village where you can have lunch and you go back down. But it's just this beautiful train ride. And I just would love to go on it. But it's just this train has been not necessarily out of commission, but it's been in the process of being restored the last 15 years. So, okay, this one made me laugh.
This don't make any sense to me.
I want to read exactly what it said because it made me laugh. It's called Flow Country, Scotland, and it was just recently named a UNESCO World Heritage Site. And it says it's one of the world's biggest carbon stores, which makes it a key to fight against climate change. Love that. But it says, what did it say?
It's a bog.
It's a bog. And I'm trying to think.
I just don't know why it's one of the most places.
Yes, a bog. A bog system has joined the ranks of the Grand Canyon and the Great Barrier Reef, but it's not just any bog, is what it said. And it just says, I mean,
I'd love to go to Scotland, but I don't know about to a bog.
It says it's not going to be mass tourism going to this place, but they encourage people to go to the bog. And I just find it so funny that they're like, yeah, go to the bog.
Conservation's amazing, but I don't want to go to a bog on vacation. There's another one. Yeah, we've got these military planes flying over our house all day long.
Yeah.
And it's loud.
I think that's in the
Yeah.
bottom one. I think that little building is the visitors area for the bog. I just find it hilarious at the bogs here.
Yeah.
It's a bog. No resorts, nothing. It's a bog. Kristiansand, Norway.
I just want to go to Norway.
Yeah. It's already a cute town known for its waterways. But that in the bottom picture is, I forget what they call it. Hold on, give me one moment. It's called the Kunst Silo. and it's an old grain silo that they have revitalized into this big museum, and it's supposed to hold the largest collection of Nordic modernism. So a lot of art is going to be displayed here, and it's going to be one of the largest art museums in Norway, if not the largest one. So it's supposed to open this year if it's not already open. But that is Kristiansand, Norway, right on the waterway. It'll be really pretty. Okay, this is Bukhara, Uzbekistan, and it is on the list because the inaugural Bukhara Biennial, I think that's how you say it, will shine contemporary spotlight on Bukhara, Jesus, an ancient Silk Road city and UNESCO World Heritage Site. So it's basically like this big artistic festival that's going to go on for like a couple of months in 2025. And it's going to be on like near the UNESCO World Heritage Site where the ancient Silk Road is. So that's going to be fun. Here's for the history nerds out there. I can say that because I am one. Did you know that this year is going to be the 250th year of the signing of Declaration of Independence? It's going to come up. Yeah, apparently. But Lexington and Concord, Massachusetts are celebrating that by having like Patriots Day. What's really cool, love this, they're planting 250 trees in honor of the 250th anniversary. They're going to have reenactments. They're going to have the midnight ride
at Paul Revere.
Paul Revere, because he went from Boston to Lexington, I think he said. But yeah, it's just a big old historic time in America. So if you like history, go there. We're almost done, I promise.
Whatever, Spain.
Spain. All right. That thing at the top is an old train station, international train station that was closed for 50 years, left abandoned. And this luxury hotel brand came in, bought it, restored it, and now it's a luxury hotel in the middle of these beautiful mountains that really is just known for hiking and nature trails and things like that. So now you can go hiking and go stay at a luxury hotel that used to be in a train station.
I'll go to the hotel and you can go hiking.
I mean, that's a glacial lake. You don't want to go to see the glacial lake? Yeah. Lexington and Concord are on Will's list.
Nice.
It'll be on my father's list.
Yeah.
Benin City, Nigeria. They are on this list because that building up top is going to be open this year, and it is going to be the Museum of West African Art. It is going to be one of the largest spaces for West African art, if not the largest. And what is standing out against it is that the outside is traditional African architecture. So people are really excited because this is
lots of art museums opening up this year.
Because
nice.
It's an underserved art form, basically. Yeah.
Love art.
Last one. This is funny because apparently Amsterdam has been trying to work against over tourism in the area.
Kind of, it reminds me of Key West.
Yeah.
Because Key West did that. They kind of like stopped not all cruise ships coming. And I mean, there's some coming, but not as much as it used to. There's the planes again. I told you all day.
That is so weird and scary. But it's Amsterdam's 750th, I think they said, birthday. And so they're having like this 9-mile street fair.
But they don't want the extra tourists coming.
They don't want the extra tourists coming.
Then why are you at a festival?
I don't know.
But if you look at like Viking cruises, a lot of them leave from Amsterdam. Mm-hmm. That's a big place for those cruises, for river cruises to leave from.
Yep. But
Mimi, my mother wanted to go on one with her friend. She wanted them to go to Amsterdam.
Isn't Amsterdam known for like bike riding and
by themselves
and like walking around?
Then they try to convince me to go so I could be there.
How would they would they just look at it from the boat?
No, you get a hotel and stay there the night and get on the river cruise the next day.
It's not just a stop.
No.
Okay.
Well, that's where a lot of them start. No, Mimi called me. She's like, "Do you want to go with me?" And she named her friend. And I was like, You pay for it.
She's like, no, I'm not gonna do that.
I'm not gonna pay for it.
And Mom's like, I'm not gonna spend this money to take care of you.
Do you know how many that's a real cruise. But do you know how many regular cruises I can go on for the price of a river cruise from Amsterdam? A lot. You did good, Hannah.
Woohoo! That's education. I don't know what we're doing next week. I have no idea.
We'll be here though.
Yeah,
we'll be here. So it'll be a surprise to us all what we're doing next week.
Yeah. So maybe you'll add some of those places to your travel list.
Maybe not 2025 unless you're a last minute traveler.
Yeah, I think the one I would really want to do, I don't know. I think Asheville. I think Asheville's doable.
Oh yeah, it's doable for 2025. Yeah.
But yeah, we're good.
Well, good job, Hannah.
Thank you.
You did your homework.
Woohoo.
So I know that tonight that Lovey's Fat Life had to cancel. So just letting y'all know that. I believe Beach Please will be on at 9 p.m. though. And we will be back, like I said, God willing, next week. And we will not be here on the 27th.
Okay.
And Hannah's going on her night off. She's going to pack her suitcase for her trip. So thank you so much for being here. And Hannah, can you close us out?
We thank you all for being here. It's staying towards the end. Y'all are the real MVPs, but we hope that you all stay safe out there, stay healthy, and don't forget to journey on. Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
They said, do you think the Great Barrier Reef is doable?
Maybe. Not this year.
Wedding.
Okay. Bye.
Bye. Wedding.